I am so fab. Check out, I'm blonde.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm skinny.
How's it going?
Great.
Your stubble looks really nice.
Thank you.
Can we just get excited for this entire episode because Will got best photo? And
Yeah.
you beat out all those photos were freaking amazing, and you beat them all.
I don't think all of them are really good,
Yeah,
but
that's not
some of them
true.
are good. But
They were
welcome
pretty
to a new episode of This Is We. We're recapping episode 9. We're more than halfway through the cycle, which is really sad.
I don't like to hear that.
But we
But
still
I
got a
kinda
long
like
way
to
to
hear
go. And yeah, let's jump right into it.
Sweet. How did we start the episode? You guys
Fashion
coming
week.
back. Oh yeah, I was gonna say Lennox not inviting you to be in the thing. Her mistake.
Oh, it's whatever. I mean, she had it 3 times, and we all just kind of alternated people. The first one, she only got to pick one person. She picked Shy, and the second one, she got to pick 3 people, and she picked us 3. And she picked the 2 girls, which is fine. But it was just like
It's cool because you didn't really need that much help. Like she needed a lot of help with her walk.
she needed a lot of help. to
Imagine like if she
open up.
probably didn't have that thing with him, she probably wouldn't have gotten anything. So it's actually a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. She just try, just try. Especially when Miss J was like twerk
I'm
Lennox, and she's
over
like,
it.
no, I can't do it.
I'm over that. I can't stand it when people don't try.
Or when they just like don't
I don't wanna
challenge
do it.
themselves.
Yeah.
It's whiny, and I don't want to hear you say that. Just do it.
It's a competition.
Right.
Compete, please.
Or you'll go home.
You wants to go. Bottom 2. Okay, anyways.
But yeah, so Miss J came to our house. That was really fun. We got to spend a lot of time with Miss J. Miss J brought us snacks and brought us all onesies, and we went and walked around outside, and we all practiced our walks for Miss J. And then Miss J had like a outer body experience when she walked and saw Romeo's like voodoo
Blood chalk thing?
Star
Wait,
pentagram
what do you mean?
pentagram. Like when we went over there, Miss J like had like a seizure, but it was all fake. So that was really fun.
That's fun.
It was hilarious. I'm really surprised they didn't show it, but they'll probably show it later on. So it was really fun to have Miss J at our house. And then we found out that we were going to castings for Fashion Week, which was kind of exciting because a lot of us hadn't walked in any runway shows before, and so it was like a new thing that we'd all be getting to do.
Who out of the house, like, who'd done anything like that before?
Keith, Denzel, Shy.
Shy.
I think that's it. I think Lennox had done it before, but other than that, I think that was it. So probably about half had done a runway show before. But we get to the venue, and the first thing we do is we get introduced to Betsy Johnson, who is adorable
So cool.
and precious. And
I bet she smells so good.
I have no idea how she smells.
I bet it's good.
So we do our castings. The first one was Betsy Johnson, and she wanted like Beyonce type girls, which obviously is Raylia, and Raylia got it, and then Shy got it too. But like when we were doing the guy part, she was like, I need a muscular, buff firefighter, and I was just like, can I just stay seated? But I really wanted to go up to her and be like, do you need another girl to walk in heels? Because I'll put on a wig and put some heels on and do something for you. But I knew that I wasn't going to get that one just because it didn't fit what she was looking for. But it was cool that Raylia and Shy got it, and Keith. Keith looks great, so they did a really good job. Second show, Control Sector, who are some of my really good friends now. We hang out sometimes, but me and Shy got picked for that one, and I was really excited about that. And I think that of all the guys, I fit their style
You looked
the
great.
best.
I like the
Love-
makeup that they had on you. Those cheekbones. They were like so aggressive, and I loved it.
Yeah, so funny. But so we had those 2, and then our third one we had to drive to go see the designer guy, and he was really nice. And then me, Keith, and Adam booked the guy, and then Denzel didn't book any, which karma, you know.
Yeah.
You win some, you lose some, and I really think that he's just too big. Like he literally puts on a clothes, and the shirt's like.
Yeah,
Stretched
which
out,
I
'cause
mean,
his
I
arms
think
are
he
so
looks
big.
amazing, but just not for.
Runway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
he can do a lot of other stuff, just not runway. And I mean, for me too, it was hard because I'm really tall, and a lot of the clothes aren't made for
Giants.
Tall people. I mean, it fit, but it was still just like not the best fit as where they picked somebody that was like 6'2", then it would have been like perfect. But for me, it was like almost perfect. But yeah, so I got to walk in 2 shows out of 3, and then Fashion Week was so fun. We were there for so long. Oh my god, it was so long.
I bet, but it was totally worth it.
Yeah, and we got to see who there was: Jordan from last cycle, Kiara from cycle 19, Mike from last year, Renee from 20. I think that's it, but they were all there walking in their own shows that night. I actually walked in a show with Mike, and then the girls walked with Kiara and Jordan and Renee.
Wow, that's kind of really cool.
Yeah, so it was really fun to get to talk to them and kind of share our experiences, and then everyone at the venue didn't know who we were, just because we were still filming, and they just didn't know who we were, but they knew all the other contestants from the show. So it was really cool to see their lives past the show and hang out with them, so I loved that.
So Shy got to see Renee?
Yeah.
How hilarious is that?
Yeah. Shy and Renee are actually best friends, and they live together, and they got to see each other when they were on the show.
Did she know that they were going to be there? Or did Renee know that you guys were going to be there?
I don't think so.
What a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, it was really cool, and we all got to meet Renee and talk to them, so it was really great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then Shy
Freaking killed it.
The walk where she looks like freaking Cruella de Vil with her hand like this, I was just like...
Oh my gosh, she looks amazing.
That was really... I was very pleasantly
so
surprised and impressed at her...
oh my word.
Adaptability.
Oh yeah, and I love their comment that they said she adjusted to every single show.
Everyone.
Because the control sector, they only make men's clothing. And so it was kind of new for them to have a girl walk in their show, and so she like got really hard and aggressive and did amazing. And then she walked for Betsey Johnson, which is like sparkles and rainbows and sassy Beyonce walks. And then the other one was very classy, high-end dresses, and so she just went all over the spectrum, and she...
Impressive, man.
I texted her after I watched it, and I was just like, oh my god, you're perfect. Like,
you
look so good on the runway, and I was so happy that she won the challenge.
Yeah, I'm cool with her beating you on that one.
Because she looked amazing.
She looked
so good. And to book all 3, that's huge.
Denzel's crying. He makes it extremely obvious that he's going home. I feel like that's a common theme this year. The episode...
That's every year.
Really?
Yeah, you can always tell who's going home.
Like, the minute the episode starts,
First
you're like,
5 minutes,
well,
you know who's going home.
This person's getting quite a bit of airtime. Oh, wait, and they're having a mental breakdown and boo-hooing about how difficult it is. No shit, it's hard. Everyone else is having a hard time,
Life's
too.
hard.
But seriously, though, everyone's having a hard time, and he's just, like...
Yeah.
Crying, like... I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. But he didn't... I mean, Denzel didn't book any shows, which sucks, so... You do what you gotta do, and he just couldn't get back on his feet, and...
Not even on his feet. He could not even.
He laid in the bed. But yeah, he was upset, and then my favorite quote of the episode was Keith, when he was in his little confessional, he's like, Mariana, I can't stand that bitch.
Oh yeah, he's like,
oh my gosh.
I like Denzel, but he's always with Mariana.
Yeah.
I hate that bitch.
So funny, and Keith never says anything about anybody at all,
He's
ever.
a cool dude, man. I want to meet Keith.
He just doesn't like Mariana, and he made it known in the episode, and it was hilarious.
I think everybody made it known in the episode.
Gosh, she's just too much.
I'm sorry, but her behavior was so unprofessional and bougie at the photo shoot.
Oh yeah.
I can't. Again, you know what? I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and do the whole, she's only 18. I mean, only a little bit can you say that. The other part is just being ratchet completely.
Yeah, so our photo shoot, we are paired up with a guy and a girl, and it's a hair photo shoot. And so for Mariana and Keith, we're all sitting there watching them. And like, I know how to partner lift just because of dance and everything. I did cheerleading in high school and lifted girls, the whole shebang. So I understand the concept of lifting someone and making it really easy. And so I was like, everyone, all the girls, you have to work just as hard as the guys. And so when I was watching Mariana and Keith, it was literally just her laying on him. Just like someone who's in a coma, just on top of somebody.
And she's little.
she's little, but still, like, that's what, 100
That's
some
what I'm
pounds?
saying. Like, if she'd just done that, she's the tiniest girl, I feel like. I mean, if she'd just done that, it would have been simple. Maybe Shy is littler than her. Or Lennox.
I think
Actually,
Lennox,
they're all pretty
Lennox
little.
is pretty little.
Either way, it should not be that hard.
No, and it shouldn't be that hard, and I think that Yusai and Eric, the photographer, were just yelling at her, like, squeeze, pull up, and, like, do something to help Keith, and then Keith's getting frustrated, I can see it in his face, and then she just starts yelling at Keith, and I'm just like, Keith, stand up for yourself, because it is not your fault, it's both of your fault, and the fact that she was yelling at him just rubbed me the wrong way, because if I was partnering with a girl or doing anything lift-wise, and they started yelling at me that I wasn't doing my job, it is not always the boy's fault. It's a team effort, and the fact that she just kept yelling at him, I just couldn't handle it. So I said something, and then she just went,
Bad shit.
well, sassy.
Bougie.
But other than that, everyone's photo shoot went rather well. Me and Raylia struggled a lot just because she's 6'1" and I'm 6'6", so the height, it makes it a lot harder for sure. So she just didn't get the concept of like lifting up. Same thing as Mariana, but we worked really well together and made it happen. I mean, I think a lot of our pictures looked really great, but it's just the ones where she would be falling and like you could see the strain in her face that she was falling.
The picture that you ended up with.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
cannot
awesome.
even handle it.
I love it.
And it was in the thing your mom posted on Facebook.
If you go to MitchStoneHair.com, you can see me and Raylia's picture.
So I guess that's why they had you guys do the individual pictures so that nobody would see the ad.
Right. Well,
before it was.
They just didn't want to know who was still in the competition. Because if you posted partnerships, you wouldn't have everybody.
Oh yeah, that's so true. That's true.
So we did individual shots for the public to vote on, but we had our shot together, the one we were judged on. But I thought me and Raylia's picture was definitely the strongest, which hence why we got number 1 and number 2.
Y'all are flawless. It's okay.
But I also liked Mariana's picture a lot.
I think
she looked great. I think that Keith looked like a flamenco dancer.
Why are they obsessed with that? Why are they obsessed with him?
I don't know.
I did not like
his
him.
His face is just very Tyson Beckford, but it doesn't change ever. Like it's always the exact same face, which isn't a versatile model, but he looks great, so it doesn't really matter for him.
Yeah. I like Lennox and Shy a lot in their like partnered picture.
Oh, I don't like Lennox at all.
They didn't get good things on it.
I
thought Shy looked really good.
Shy looks really great. I think Denzel just brought it down, just because he just kind of stand there and he looks like he's straining. Like he looks like his nostrils are flared open, and it looks like he's working really hard to hold her up, which is not something that you want to portray. But I thought Shy looked really great.
I did too. I really like her like that she's looking away. However, I didn't really like Adam's picture this week. His individual one I like, but I just don't like the puffied out chest. His face looks spot on, but and maybe that's because of Lennox, like really just bringing it down, but I can tell he's struggling in that picture to hold her up. Don't understand why they chose that picture.
And I love Kelly's comment about it looking like an ice skater.
It looks like
because that's perfect. That's exactly what it looks like.
Their duo picture was not good.
No, it was not the best.
Lennox's picture by herself
was really good.
Oh my god. And everyone's solo picture. Raylia's solo picture from this
is so good.
Is the greatest picture I've ever seen in my life. Okay, maybe not that, but it's like number 1 for me for Raylia photos. Because normally Raylia doesn't do as amazing in still shots as she does like her video stuff. Yeah. And thus far in the competition, this is the greatest thing.
Yeah, it was really great. I love.
Did she get a 10? She did get 1 10, didn't she?
I don't remember. I think she got 9s.
She deserved a 10.
I don't remember.
But you got a 10. You got two 10s.
Kelly didn't. She gave me an 8.
Whatever, Kelly.
The reason she gave me an 8 is because of my individual shot. Because my underwear was showing in the shot. That's why she gave me an 8. No, they didn't talk about it.
But that's not what you're supposed to be judged on. I thought you were.
But they judged on both.
Well, your individual shot's amazing.
Thanks. My underwear is just showing, and that's not my fault.
Is it?
It's the stylist's fault.
Yeah, that is the stylist spot. I'm looking at it right now.
You can
Damn,
see
I
the
love
white,
that picture.
the white.
You
belt.
look so good. Picture one. So cute. In T ways. Drama with Mariana, I'm over it. She can go home. Everyone else, let's
Just
go
the
to
whole drama
Korea.
with Denzel and Mariana, like, you saw me, it's just annoying, and I'm just kind of
And now let me
disgusted.
make a prediction. Oh, next week she's gonna be so sad that Denzel's not there, and she's probably gonna give up, start some crazy shit, and then go home. That's my prediction.
I don't know.
That's
You
my
have to
prediction.
watch.
You won't. I know you're not gonna tell me, but my prediction is she's just gonna be so distraught because the reason that she's there is not for the competition. It was to be with him, and now he's gone, so her reason is gone too. That's my prediction.
I don't know, but we go to panel.
Panel.
And everyone did really well. Their scores were all pretty
Yeah, really
even,
great.
really fair.
This is the best week, I think.
And
so
I think
far.
the challenge score is what kind of threw everybody off, like where they landed, just because everyone was pretty dead even with their photo scores, that the challenge scores in the social media was a big factor.
You want to know what I think? I think it's not fair that they gave Denzel 5.
5 for what?
His challenge score.
He got a 6. If you look back last year, Marvin and Jordan didn't book any shows,
And they were 1 and 2.
and they got first and second. So, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think
know
that's accurate.
if the scores is
I
a
think
good enough judge of who can make it as a working runway model, because Jordan and Marvin didn't book any, but
But is
yet
that
they
what-
still did really well in the competition. So
I
I don't know
wanna
what
see
their
the
scores
rubric.
last year.
What is the rubric for the scoring?
Just whatever. I don't know.
I'd be interested to see that. Hey
Um,
Tyra, can we see the rubric for scoring people?
But the rest of Panda was pretty chill, and then we come back and I end up getting best photo. Yay!
We get to eat some delicious looking food that
Right.
had my mouth watering.
So Tyra brings out soul food, and it's just like ribs and collard greens and mashed potatoes and
Love mashed potatoes.
what was it, cornbread, and there was a pie that we all ate, and we just devoured. We ate so much food that day, and then she's just like, this party's missing somebody. Today, you're gonna bring back someone today.
Brian Boy? Just kidding.
Yeah, Brian Boy came back.
He's so horrible, I really hate
Good
Brian.
lord. And then everyone just walks back out, and they're standing up there, and Tyra's like, somebody's coming back today. And it was just like, really? We just sent somebody home, now somebody has to come back. And then we find out that we're going to Korea, which is
exciting.
really exciting, because I've never been out of the country, yet alone to Asia. We're going to
Asia.
Asia, and she first does the top girl, and it's Chantel, blah. And then she also does top boy, which is Ben. And they both come down, and then that's the end of the episode. We don't know who's coming back yet.
Which, I mean, did they show, I've been meaning to go back and watch the last minute. Did they show what the scores were whenever they eliminated them the first
No.
time? Okay, that's why I was like, couldn't we just go back and see?
No, they just put a little top boy, top girl on their top of their scores, because they showed Kari Ivy and then Matthew and Denzel's scores, but they didn't show the other two scores.
Uncool.
But
Uncool.
it's an average of the scores, so that's interesting.
An average of the scores. Who do you want to come back more?
Ben.
He's pretty cool.
I just think Ben got gypped.
I agree.
I think that he was doing really well, and then he got one really bad photo, and he just got gypped.
And we've seen
From staying
all
in the
of them.
competition, yeah. And I think all of his work that happened after he was eliminated was really strong. I got to look at it after we got back from filming. I thought that he did a really good job.
It's true. I remember writing to you a letter about how obsessed I was about Lennox and Ben, and they like marked it out with Sharpie.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
But yeah, I think a lot of us wanted Ben more than Chantel. So we'll see who comes back.
Dun dun dun.
Is it gonna be Ben? Is it gonna be Chantel?
I
We don't
know.
know.
Yay! Well,
but that's the end of our episode, and it was a really good one. I thought it was really funny. It was entertaining.
It was extremely entertaining, especially after last week was just kind of like...
Last week was very Mariana Denzel, boring and blah, but this
Yeah.
week was very fun, and like the runway stuff was just really cool.
Yeah,
The photo
so
shoot was entertaining and fun, and I don't know, we just had a really good time.
And it has lots of Will airtime,
Yeah.
which is my favorite.
And there's
time.
one scene from this episode of me and Raylia sitting in a chair together, talking to the camera, and it's like, we're like, don't underestimate us.
I
We're
know, I
perfect.
love
We're gonna
that.
do this.
I
We're gonna
loved
get
it.
it.
And you did.
And it was just that it was so fun, but we didn't want people to underestimate us
You
because
were
everyone,
so sassy this
everyone
episode.
literally came up to us, me and Raylia, and they're like, "How are y'all gonna do it?" And I literally would go, "Do you not know who I am?"
Match business. You serve there, and we'll be over here.
Right. Don't come over there and tell me that I can't do something because I'm gonna prove you wrong even more.
Way worse than you were going to before.
You're a football player. Well, I'm a dancer and I lift girls in the air as a career. So
Think it's
you do your
pretty
thing.
obvious.
I'm gonna do mine, and I'm gonna be you.
So amazing. I loved your sassiness this entire
Thanks.
time. You're like,
It's starting to
"It's
get
so,
more sassy.
So sad, but not really.
Yeah, but it's competition. I think that's kind of what set in for me at this episode. At this point, I was like,
I can
okay,
tell. It's
we're going to
awesome.
Korea, and I gotta make sure that I stay in the competition to go into foreign countries. So
I mean, I don't see
Brought
you
my A
going
game.
anywhere. I see you going to Korea. That's what I see.
cross your fingers.
Because I mean, you've had how many best photos now? 2 or 3?
2.
How amazing!
2 best photos, a 2nd place, and a 4th place, and then a 3rd place.
You've been up in the up. You know what I mean?
I've been staying at the top, which is awesome.
Because that's the game. Well, it's actually be on top, not like stay in the area of top. But
Be on top.
you got it.
Got it.
Full confidence
But
in you.
next episode, we are not going to Korea yet. We have one more episode here in LA, and then after that, we'll be going to Korea. So we'll see who gets to go on the big old airplane
I'm so excited.
after our next elimination. So be sure to watch on Friday and see who comes back and then who goes home. It could be somebody coming back and then they immediately go home. You never know.
That'd be ideal. Because, you know, it's like I've already said bye to them, so...
You don't have an emotional attachment to them?
Yeah, it's like when your best friend breaks up with her boyfriend and you, like, became friends with them, but once you break up, you kind of have to break up with them, too. And when they get back together, you're like, I'm already over you. We have to do this again?
Dang it.
Ugh.
That's how we all felt. But,
You're just gonna break up again in like a week.
right? But watch next Monday for another episode of This Is We. And thanks for watching.
Have a fantabulous day.
for watching.
Whoa.
Okay, bye.
Bye!
Thanks. Get going.
I am so fab.